NFL on EA Sports.
And coming up next is the Jets. Rocket Arm quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards.
It's the Jets and the...
So here come the Jets for their initial possession of the game. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're able to find Allen Lazard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
This one finds Wilson downfield. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got to hook up to Lazard. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Here we go, shot.
A quick throw there out to Williams. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. 2nd down and 8. They'll go again with Hall.
Shifts by him. What an effort. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on that defensive side of the ball.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked,
there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
This 2nd and 4.
Go! Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, go.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
He scored on the ground and in through the air.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
At 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
It's complete to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
They'll look to throw here.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 33.
Here we go, Shaq. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready.
They'll give to Hall.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 24.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Hall.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And that last throw, not going to count for much in the grand scheme of things, but it does move him over 3,000 yards passing for the season.
Shaq, ready.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
84 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
He finds Wilson.
Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth, when the ball's arriving and there's...
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row.
Ready? Go!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready? Take go!
Paul again.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw.
That is caught.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Jets touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just...
New York set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And run here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Set. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 13 yards out. And the Jets are on their way to a 9-0 start as they build on to their lead. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And the Jets set to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll run with Allen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 25. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They stay on the ground with Allen. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Allen. Gets around him. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
Now Allen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all...
It's rare to see a young guy taken so high play this.
Let's go. Let go. Set. Ready. Ready. Here we go. Set. Hut, hut. Okay, break. Go. Ready. Hut. Ready. Ready. Let's go now. Ready, ready. Set it. Set it. On the ready. Set go. Set. Ready. Set. Hut, hut. Come on, come on. Set, go. Here we go, here we go.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Jets' electric quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Jets and the Cards, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get it.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams.
First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down.
Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
2nd and 7.
Now a carry for Allen.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Remember, he ran it in the last time they had it. That was his 9th rushing touchdown on the season. Now they begin here on this drive, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Got it. Ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Back to throw. Oh, he stays up. Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw.
That one taken in by Corley.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. Oh, he shifts past him. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because
they'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
2nd and 3. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
We just saw an example of what we talk about all the time when we meet with coaches. They want that hidden yardage to come to the front when they throw the football. Throw it, catch it, and then pick up more yardage after the catch.
On first down, it's Allen, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
This is 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in the colleges delivered to the NFL.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. This completes a Corley.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you
Automatic
argue your
first
case
down.
with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him,
and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw here on first down.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So here are the Jets now to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Wilson's got it complete. Pushing his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw again.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Caught by Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff up the middle. Allen. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Braylon Allen, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an off.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2. Alert for anything out there.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Mike Williams.
And all the way down to the 5. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
22 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They go play action here on first down. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Allen Lazard with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was.
And now out come the Jets.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come after this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2nd and 9 now. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out right at the 35. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Allen's got it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, the numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. And a completion to Wilson. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine. But against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man here is Conklin. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Lazard's got it again. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This completes to Corley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was safe. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well.
It's Week 11 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Jets' electric quarterback. He had the green light to sling it last week. Over 450 yards passing. It's the Jets and the Colts.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Allen here on the screen.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
That's complete. It's Malachi Corley.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Here we go, set.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Jets are an extra point away from taking the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown.
It's offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but with the wheels as well. NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns.
Ready. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That one taken in by Corley.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets have taken the lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them up.
Okay, break! Set! Hut!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught. It's Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Come on, set! Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Here we go, here we go!
Back to throw here.
He finds Wilson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Man open left side. It's Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense. And if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go! Check go!
Back to throw again. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no sign.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Dancing to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set!
They'll set up a throw. Fighting through pressure, being chased out left. And this is caught by Williams. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. And quickly they get to the line. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That is caught by Williams. He's got a Jets touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. So here are the Jets now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Allen, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Fights off the defender, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Well, they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check go.
Up the middle they go. Allen.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Alert. Alert.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Allen. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Fighting his way in. for a Jets touchdown.
Braylon Allen, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, New York set to take the field.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. Running right through him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
Caught left side, Williams.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Defense.
They, of course, will decline the penalty and just take the yardage on the completion.
And this defense, they've got to be beyond frustrated at this point because even when they're grabbing and holding out there, they're still completing passes. If you grab someone, they shouldn't be able to catch it.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That is caught. It's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Dancing to his left.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Tyler Conklin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. New York set to take the field. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Okay, ready? Ready? 70 Lions.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Staying on his feet. Being chased out left. And they'll get him to the ground. And he has another first down at the Colts' 20-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Open man here is Conklin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 5. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Allen is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 3. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. His great season throwing the ball continues. That last touchdown pass, number 40 for him on the year. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. When you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp.